Hello everyone, welcome to yet another video on the channel, and in today's video I am going to be showing you guys how to create simple children's storybook for Amazon KDP. Now before we get right into today's video, if you're new to the channel or you have been watching my videos and you have not subscribed yet, please do well to smash on that red subscribe button and the bell notification icon, and feel very free to ask questions as we go along the way by leaving them in the comment section below. And also do not forget to give this video a like and a share as we go along the way. Like I said, in today's video we are going to be creating very simple children's storybook for Amazon KDP. Okay, before we go ahead to create books like this, it is very important for us to know if this is a profitable keyword to go into. Okay, this specific keyword that I have typed into the search bar here is less competitive, because you could see from the search results that it's just 7,000, which is pretty good, which is really good. Okay, so and if you further scroll down to see the books, the BSR of the books that are using this keyword or that are on this niche, you could see that they are doing pretty well, although most of these books are running adverts. Okay, but for the ones that are not running any ads, you can see are doing very well. Okay, and the sales is really good. So I'll suggest that after watching this video you get right to work. Okay, now if we click on one of these books to see how it really looks like, so we have an idea of what we are creating, you will see that they are easy to create. Okay, now this one here was created just around October here, and it is doing pretty well for itself. Okay, you can see the ratings is really good, and if we further scroll down to check the BSR for this book, you can see that it is also doing very well. All right, so you could put out a book like this and be making good amount of money every month. Okay, the dimension is just 6x9, and if we go ahead to click on read sample, so we have an idea of what the interior looks like, so we know exactly what we are creating. So our book has opened. So if I go further to click on it, you could see that after the book cover you could see the title, the author name, copyright page, then the table of content. Okay, you can see all different stories. That's how these books are made. You can see table of content again. Then if we further scroll down, you could see the introduction, and this is chapter 1. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, or this is, let's call it story 1. Okay, so this is story 1, beyond the comfort zone. You could see how you just have one picture. That's why books like this are pretty amazing. Then you have your text and all that. Okay, so you can see this you can see that books like this are very easy to create. Okay, so now for the purpose of this video I'll be using ChatGPT to show you guys exactly how to create this book. Okay, so use ChatGPT to create the book, to generate stories for the book, and basically to create the book. Then we use Google Docs to format the book. All right, okay, so let's quickly go to ChatGPT. Okay, so before now I have done all of this before, so I'm just going to walk you guys through the steps. So first off, I told ChatGPT to generate 10 titles. That's 10 different, the book is going to have 10 different stories. So I told you to generate 10 titles for children's storybook that shows bravery, inspiration, motivation, and compassion. And this is what ChatGPT came up with. Okay, so it came up with 10 different stories. Each of these titles is going to have its own story in the storybook. Okay, so I went ahead to tell it to generate a 1,500 word story with this title. That's the first one, and it gave me this, which was really good. Okay, so ensure that you read through what ChatGPT has generated. So I read through it and it was really good. Now when I read through this book, one thing I noticed was some of the words that were used were too ambiguous. They were too big. Okay, it's a children's story book, so you ought to use words that are easily, or should be easy to understand for the children. So some of these words were too difficult to not even pronounce, but they were difficult to also understand. So what I did next was to tell ChatGPT to add illustrations. It asked me if I needed to add illustration, and I said yes. So I said add illustration and simplify some of the words, since it's a children's book, which it went on to do. Okay, so when I went through this other version of the book, it was really good. Now one thing I did not know ChatGPT could do was that ChatGPT can now generate images. So instead of, you know, that first image or that first picture that you need for your story, instead of going to any of all these, instead of going to the usual maybe AI tool or getting someone to do that for you, you could just tell ChatGPT to make a prompt. Okay, I told you to make this a prompt. That's the first illustration, and it gave me this awesome picture. I could not believe my eyes, guys. So now this picture that you can see here can as well pass for, you could use this to even create the book cover for this particular book. So this looks really good. Okay, so what I did was I wanted the black and white because I want the interior of this book to be black and white, obviously, to minimize cost. Okay, so I told it to make it black and white, and it did, and sent me a downloadable link for this image. Okay, so I did that and I downloaded it. So once you're done with ChatGPT, if you have any questions about any of this, feel free to ask in the comment section below. All right, so once you're done with ChatGPT, the next thing you want to do now is to copy all of this to your Google Docs or your Microsoft Word. But for the purpose of this video, I used Google Docs. So I copied everything, inserted my image. I inserted the image from here, which is insert. I went to insert and got it from my computer. That's where I downloaded it. So I inserted this image and I resized it and copied the story, as you can see here. Okay, so what thing I did is to set the align to center. Okay, and I changed the text from the normal text that it was to Comic Sans. Okay, so it looks pretty, it looks like this. Okay, so you want to repeat this step for all the other titles. That's for title 2 to title 10. Okay, so when you're done, you copy and paste everything here. Okay, so now another very important thing that you should take note of before going ahead to do anything with all of this is to ensure that you just don't copy and paste all the information from ChatGPT. Okay, so you want to change a thing or two and just make it very unique. All right, so you want to make this your own material. Okay, so but before that, we need to like do a little plagiarism check on this content to see if there's anything plagiarized. So I'm going to use this tool here, small SEO tools, or you could use Grammarly if you have the paid one. Okay, but if you don't have that, you could use this for free. So I've copied the first story and I've pasted it here. So what I'll do now is to click on check plagiarism. All right, so what I'll do now is to click here on check plagiarism. So small SEO tools is done with the plagiarism check. Okay, and as you can see, 28% of this content is plagiarized. So you can also see that it went ahead to highlight some of those plagiarized content for you. So it's left for you to look at them and look for ways to probably rewrite some of those content. Okay, so you could see that ChatGPT does not give 100%, okay, but 72% unique content is pretty good. So you don't have a lot of work to do. That's pretty much how you're going to go about it for the remaining 9 stories. Okay, so yours might not necessarily be 10, you could do 5, you could do as much as you can. Okay, so you just need to put in some time and some work. Okay, now when you're done, you need to properly format this book. I have talked about book formatting numerous times on this channel, and I'll leave links to videos where I have done that. Okay, so when you're done formatting the book, either using Google Docs or Microsoft Word, the next thing you want to do now is to create a book cover. Like I said, you could use any of the images that you generated from ChatGPT or any of the AI image generation tool like Midjourney and the likes to make a book cover for yourself. Okay, so if you want to learn how to create a book cover, I've done that in my previous video if I'm not mistaken, and I've also done that in some other videos. I'll leave links to them in the description box below. Okay, but if you want a video, if you want to see a video where I create a book cover specifically for this type of books, let me know in the comment section below. So basically that's how this is done. Okay, if you have any questions, like I have been saying from the beginning, leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I think we have come to the end of today's video. Okay, so if you have gotten any value from this video, please like and share with your friends, okay? And more importantly, do not forget to smash on that red subscribe button if you have not subscribed yet, and also the bell notification icon. So till I see you again in my next video, thank you for watching. God bless you and peace out.